Hey, Shalom. First off, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kwakadash, Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. I want to give the honors to the apostles, a great millstone who has taught me this truth. I want to give it peace and blessings to the Akim across the four corners of the earth who teach this truth and risk their life to do so. It's going to be a quick video. Little one video is edifying. Little only I can get some from this video. Quick video through the Spirit. I'm gonna grab this precept here in Mark 13, and whatever precepts come to mind, I'll grab. Basically, this is just going to be a video about sticking to the job and sticking to the mission, which we've been assigned to do. But if you've been called to this truth, then you've been called to do a job, right? And our job is teaching and preaching. Our job is bidding the elect to the marriage. Lord willing, we be a part of that number, right? Our job is holding what we have until the Lord come. Our job is keeping ourselves right and getting ourselves ready for the marriage, man. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, we can be invited in and not looked at as a man that don't belong. You know what I mean? We have work and we have a job to do, being that we are illuminated, right? We know better. We know the truth. We have been led out of darkness through this truth, through the elders, right? The Lord, speak through his men. You know what I'm saying? And if you heard it and it made sense with you and it vibed with your spirit, you know what I'm saying? And you believe on the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying? Then, this is then you know better, right? It's for you. Okay, if you are able to get, because you got to think, a lot of our people can't get out of the Jesus juice, right? Out of the Christianity, the worldly Christianity, the worldly knowledge of the Bible, whatever their pastor has taught them, whatever has been preached unto them for years, they can't let that go, right? They couldn't shake it. They can't shake it, right? And it's a beautiful thing, and it's a blessing for our minds to be opened up to this knowledge, to this truth, so therefore we can have a chance at salvation. Now, the Lord chooses whom he will have mercy on. The Lord said he will have mercy on whom he will have mercy. The Lord is going to deliver his men, the elected in 1/3. We hoping to be a part of that number, man. I'm hoping to be a part of that number. You know what I mean? Somebody is a part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? So many are called, but few are chosen. Lord willing, I'm chosen. Okay. But in the meantime, in between time, we got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? We have a job to do. You know what I mean? Whenever you were made aware of this truth, you know what I'm saying, and you picked up the torch and you know what I'm saying, and start pushing the truth, man, listen, you became responsible. You know what I'm saying? Now you know better. Now it's time to do better. Again, a lot of people can't shake off the Babylon juice because they marinated in it. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get it. And it's a miracle that we were able to shake off the Babylon juice. And it's a blessing to have the fear of the Lord in us, right? To teach and preach and to get ourselves right to the best of our abilities. So our people don't have that, man. So, come on, man. Our people think that serving the Lord they're doing the Lord a favor by serving him. You know what I'm saying? Our people fucked off. You know what I mean? But they fucked off because they sided with the enemy. Just like back then, when we were coming out of Egypt, when we went into the wilderness, you had Jake wanted to go side with Egypt, the Egyptians, going back, remembering the foods and the things that we were eating and the things that we were doing and all that. But indeed, we were in captivity. We were in slavery since Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, bro, the so-called black man, so-called Native American man, so-called Latino man, and woman, we have been beat down by every nation on the planet Earth, right? On the planet Earth, so much, we've been beat so fucking much to where these niggas don't even know that they're Israelites. So when I tell you that the heathen tried to do a number, they tried, but you can't pluck the elect out of the Most High's hand, man. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it, man. You can't do it. The Lord has his men. That's what it is. And you got to just, think, you know what I mean, that the elites of this society in the world, come on, man. They punch in the air. They punch in the air. Come on, man. You know evil can't rule forever. And they're evil. Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They're wicked. They're made to be wicked. They don't understand what morality is, what having morals is, what being upright is, what being righteous is, what the law is, what's godliness. They don't understand because they're bases of men. Don't give a fuck. You know, bases of men, you know, when you go buy a car, you got the base model. Like if you go buy like a truck or something like that, you got the work truck. You get in the work truck, this motherfucker got a little screen. It might have roll-up windows. It got the tarp on the ground. It ain't got no carpet. It ain't got no suede, no leather, no none of that. It got cloth seats. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? But when you get to Jake, man, Jake is that, you know, especially Jake in his right mind, Jake is that, the Kalahari interior, you know what I'm saying? That supercharged engine, you know what I mean? You know, with the magnetic ride control, you know what I'm saying? And the suede roof and the leather suede seats and the heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats and the Apple CarPlay and all that shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you get to Jake. Jake is decked out. You know what I mean? Even in our when Solomon was ruling, even in our glory, you know what I'm saying, for a moment, which we had it for a moment, was 40 years apiece, we were decked out to the point where the doorman was decked out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was shining like new money. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was decked out gold. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake was, jewels in the mouth and, you know what I'm saying, and jewels around the neck and gold and diamonds. And, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man, look at the breastplate the Levites wore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was diamond and emeralds on that, and it's a gold and breastplate. Like, come on, man, we were glorious people. You know what I'm saying? Glorious, man. You know, we just fucked up right now. But through the redemption, when we're in our right mind, when we're made immortal, you're going to see how great Israel is. You're going to see how great the so-called black man, so-called Native American man, so-called Latino man and woman is as a people. Come on, man. You know, and you're going to see just how insignificant and small these other nations are. Give me 1 second, slide. Let's get to it, man. This is Mark 13. It's a short video. It's going to be right to the point, man. Lower than this edifying to you, Akim. This is Mark 13:34. It says, for the Son of Man. Matter of fact, let me go to the blue letter. Let me get it in the blue letter. This is, I say Mark 13:34. Let's go down. 34, right here. I'll read it in both the KJV and the NLT. It says, for the Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Reading in this, it says, the coming of the Son of Man can be illustrated by the story of a man going on a long trip. When he left home, he gave each of his slaves instructions about the work they were to do, and he told the gatekeeper to watch for his return. And this is equivalent. We've been told what to do. We are the servants of the Lord. Lord will not be one of those men. You know what I'm saying? And we have a duty and a job to do. You know, the Lord, that far journey. Yeah, the Lord been gone. You know what I'm saying? But he has, it's men that's in the truth, that's teaching and preaching, and have to do it, and have to do the work until the Lord come back. It's a job. It's a job. It's a job, and whatever talent you've been given, you got to use it, right? Let me grab this. Talent, earth. Matthew 25. And 16, it says, then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2, likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. Right, went and digged in the earth, hid it. You know what I'm saying? Hit it, didn't do nothing with it. Right? Didn't do nothing with your portion that you've been given. Okay? That's equivalent to you dudes that's on the comment board that know the truth and not coming and teaching and preaching, that agree and know the truth and know you can teach and preach and not teaching and preaching. You know what I'm saying? You heard it. You probably was praying. Even you people out there, friends of the prophet. If you knew a prophet, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's family, whether it's a friend or whatever, and you know what he was about, you knew the truth, and it clicked, and you didn't do nothing. You ain't take advantage of the opportunity, but the Lord chooses who he wants at the end of the day. But even in so much, even in the truth, right? We gotta go harder. You know what I'm saying? This is like a sign to go hard. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is requiring. The Lord is going to come back, you know what I'm saying, requiring. And Lord willing, it's a job well done for me, man. Lord willing. Lord willing for you, Akim, as well. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 25:18, it says, but he that had received one went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. See, so the Lord come reckoneth with them. It says, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. See, that's what I'm trying to get. Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Right? We're servants of the Lord, man. And we got to do a job well done. I have to do a job well done. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. It's promises that come. The Lord said, what? He's not unrighteous to forget your labor of love. You know what I'm saying? So it's things that is in store for us that we can't even fathom. Okay, Lord willing, not be one of those men. See, anytime you hear me say us, or when I talk about the elect, I'm speaking humbly, man. I don't know. I'm speaking humbly, though. Okay? Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, though. It says, he also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee a ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. It says, then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knowest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Right? Interest. Right? It says, take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. See, I don't want that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, a job to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Which you got to hold each other, hold yourself accountable, hold Akim accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord, it's serious times. They just dropped off military troops in D.C., if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? For the crimes and all this and all that. And really, and speaking as a man, that's just I think that's like and I haven't read into it much yet. So I've seen a little bit of it, but the little bit that I know about it, me speaking as a man, just my opinion, and I could be wrong. I think that that's like they're doing that, yeah, because DC has always been a fucked up, area. You know what I'm saying? Since the 80s, like it's been DC was like the murder capital, I think, in the 80s and the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. So it's always been a crime-filled city. But I think now they like experimenting, like, okay, cool, they bringing the troops into the city, like, you know, like, what you think they're gonna do in Second Edges, you know, what you think Second Edges 15 and 16 is talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I think mainly 15. You know what I'm saying? You know, martial law and things of that nature. Like, come on, man, these things are to come. So when they start doing that in other cities like LA, Chicago, you know, Memphis, New York, you know what I'm saying? These high crime places, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, well, they already had the experiment in DC, so they know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, you know, you never know what tricks this devil got up his sleeves. You know what I'm saying? But I do know this, that wickedness and evil does not outweigh righteousness. And all we got to do is be righteous. All we got to do is to the best of our ability. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Just man fallen 7 times, but get back up again, but the wicked fall into mischief. Lord willing, I don't fall into mischief. You know what I'm saying? But, man, there's more things to come. You know what I'm saying? This devil's clever, but he's not more clever than the Lord. And if we're in good favor with the Lord, you know what I'm saying, then we really have nothing to worry about, because, you know, scripture said that even, you know, when your ways please the Lord, he'll make even your enemies to be at peace with you. You know what I'm saying? Now, yeah, they're going to come down, but the Lord said, well, he going to, you know, basically make a way to escape. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lift up a standard, man, when the enemy should come in like a flood. Read Isaiah, if I'm not mistaken. You know? But Lord willing, this video is edifying. Lord willing, I can got something for this video. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakakadash. I want to tell you brothers, keep pushing. Lord willing, I get to keep pushing. I want to tell you brothers,